Have you ever wondered what the future holds? What if I told you a cartoon series might have some answers? Yes, you heard it right. The Simpsons, a beloved animated series that's been on air for over 3 decades, has a track record of making uncanny predictions that eerily come true. Today, we are going to explore the forecasts this iconic show has made for the year 2024. Ready to dive into the future? Buckle up, because it's going to be a wild ride. First up, we have an astronomical event of epic proportions. The Simpsons, a show known for its uncanny knack for predicting the future, hinted at a grand solar storm occurring in the year 2024. But what exactly is a solar storm, and why should we be concerned? In layman's terms, a solar storm, also known as a solar flare or coronal mass ejection, is a massive explosion in the sun's atmosphere. These flares release bursts of radiation and charged particles into space. If these reach Earth, they can cause some pretty significant disruptions. Now, what kind of disruptions are we talking about? Well, imagine this. You're sitting at home watching your favorite episode of The Simpsons, and all of a sudden, everything goes dark. Your television, your refrigerator, your phone, all of it. Just like that. Kaput. That's right, folks. A solar storm of sufficient magnitude could potentially wipe out our power grids, leading to widespread blackouts. But it's not just our Netflix binges at risk here. Solar storms can also cause serious damage to satellites. This means GPS systems could go haywire, leading to chaos in navigation, both on the ground and in the air. And let's not forget about our astronauts out there in space. They could be exposed to harmful levels of radiation. Now, before you start panicking, remember this is a prediction from a cartoon, but it's also not entirely fiction. Scientists have indeed warned about the possibility of a significant solar storm. The last one to hit Earth was way back in 1859, known as the Carrington event, and it caused telegraph systems across Europe and North America to fail. So, while the Simpsons' prediction for 2024 might seem a bit far-fetched, it's not entirely out of the realm of possibility. After all, the sun is a volatile star, and solar storms are a part of its natural life cycle. So, should we be preparing for a celestial blackout? Only time will tell. Next, we move from cosmic concerns to technological ones. The Simpsons, in their clairvoyant fashion, have also dabbled in predicting the rise of artificial intelligence, or AI. In one episode, they depict a future where AI takes over the world in the year 2024. Let's unpack this a bit. AI, as we know it, refers to machines or software that mimic human intelligence, learning from their experiences and adapting to new inputs. From Siri on our phones to self-driving cars, AI is increasingly becoming a part of our everyday lives. In the episode, the AI Takeover is swift and total, with machines controlling every aspect of human life. This might seem far-fetched, but consider the strides we've made in AI technology in recent years. AI can now compose music, write articles, and even diagnose illnesses with remarkable accuracy. But for AI to take over the world, it would need to achieve what is called artificial general intelligence, or AGI. This is a type of AI that possesses the ability to understand, learn, and apply knowledge across a wide range of tasks at a level equal to or even exceeding that of a human being. Now, most experts agree that we're still some way off from achieving AGI. However, given the rapid pace of advancements in this field, it's not entirely out of the realm of possibility that we could see significant progress towards this in the near future. So, what does this mean for The Simpsons' prediction? Well, while a full-blown AI takeover by 2024 seems unlikely, we can't rule out the possibility of AI playing an increasingly dominant role in our lives. Whether we'll bow to our new robot overlords? Well, we'll have to wait and see. From tech to economy, our next prediction is a bit more down to earth. The Simpsons, in their ever-prescient manner, have also foretold a major economic crisis striking in 2024. Now, we're not talking about a minor recession, but a full-blown, tighten your belts, hold onto your hats economic meltdown. In the episode, We see the characters grappling with skyrocketing inflation, massive unemployment, and even a run on the banks. It's a bleak picture, one that we'd all rather avoid. But could it actually happen? Looking at the current global economic landscape, one could argue that the conditions are ripe for such a crisis. We've seen a decade of unprecedented economic growth, fueled by low interest rates and aggressive financial policies. This has led to soaring stock markets and skyrocketing property prices. But as we all know, what goes up must eventually come down. Moreover, the world is still reeling from the economic impacts of the COVID-19 pandemic. Governments have taken on enormous debt to support their economies, and it's unclear how or when this debt will be repaid. Additionally, we're seeing increasing tensions between major economies like the United States and China, which could trigger a global economic downturn. However, predicting an economic crisis is a tricky business. Economists have been predicting a major crash for years, and yet the bubble has continued to inflate. It's a bit like predicting the weather. We can see the storm clouds gathering, but we don't know exactly when the rain will start to fall. So, could the Simpsons be right about an economic crisis in 2024? Only time will tell. But one thing is for sure, it's a prediction that we should all be paying attention to. After all, as the old saying goes, forewarned is forearmed. I guess we'll need to keep a close eye on our wallets. Our next prediction takes us back to nature, but not in a good way. In one of the episodes, the Simpsons family finds themselves amidst a major environmental catastrophe, supposedly set in the year 2024. The episode vividly illustrates the wrath of Mother Nature, with chaotic weather conditions, increasing global temperatures, and the collapse of ecosystems. The portrayal is dramatically dystopian, yet it's a stark reminder of the potential consequences if we continue on our current path of environmental negligence. The state of our environment today is a cause for concern. Scientists have been warning us for decades about the dangers of climate change and the irreversible damage we're causing to our planet. From melting ice caps to devastating wildfires, erratic weather patterns to endangered species, the warning signs are all around us. The correlation between the Simpsons' prediction and the reality we're living in is unsettling. The United Nations Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change has recently released a report that paints a grim picture of our future. The report suggests that by 2040, just 16 years from now, we could see a rise in global temperatures by up to 2 degrees Celsius if immediate and drastic action isn't taken. Though The Simpsons' environmental catastrophe appears exaggerated for comedic effect, it could be closer to reality than we'd like to admit. The show has often used humor to spotlight serious issues, and this prediction is no exception. Are we heading toward the environmental catastrophe The Simpsons predicted for 2024? Only time will tell. But one thing's for sure, we can't afford to ignore the warning signs any longer. We need to take collective action, make sustainable choices, and work towards a greener, healthier future for ourselves and the generations to come. We can only hope that this prediction falls flat. And finally, we move to the unpredictable world of politics. The Simpsons, in their uncanny wisdom, have also touched upon the sphere of political surprises that might unfold in 2024. In one of the episodes, they hint at certain unexpected political developments that could potentially rock the global stage. Now, if we take a moment to reflect on the current political climate, it's not hard to see that we're already living in a world full of surprises. From unexpected election results to unforeseen alliances, the political landscape is constantly shifting, making the Simpsons' prediction quite plausible. Moreover, considering the growing influence of social media on politics and the polarization we're witnessing in many regions, the idea of unforeseen political surprises doesn't seem too far-fetched. The Simpsons have often been eerily accurate in their predictions, and this one could also be a bullseye. Yet, it's also essential to remember that while the Simpsons have a knack for prediction, they are not infallible. There's always room for the unexpected, especially when it comes to politics. So, while we can speculate and discuss these predictions, It's also important to stay informed and engaged with the real-world political happenings. In the world of politics, anything can happen. So, let's watch the space and see how 2024 unfolds.